Hey guys, it's me, obviously. This is a really hard video for me to actually make, so just so you are aware, I am having a cigarette while I'm making this. This is kind of to do with the full extent of my mental health. It's gonna probably end up really jumbled. I'm not great at this sort of thing, to be perfectly honest. So, as I've said before, I am diagnosed with a lot. The main thing I'm kind of wanting to talk about is my dissociative disorder. In total, I have 13 alters. I have 5 main ones that everyone has kind of met to a point, even if they weren't aware of it. One being a little girl. She is 3. Her name's Lucy, and as far as I know, everyone absolutely loves her. I've Nay, which not many people like. She's in her late 20s. She's very mean. She actually made a very dear friend of mine cry. Bawl her eyes out. And she actually became really scared of me, which kind of changed my friendship with her. So I ended up pushing her away because I didn't want her to get hurt. My fiance barely even copes with Nay because she's just very aggressive. I've got Clarice, which is a lot older, a lot more sane, really. She's more sane than I am. I've got Nat. She doesn't talk. She signs absolutely everything. And if you're lucky, she will say 2-3 words, which Chris is really good with. He's so patient with her, and yeah, he adores her as well. Then I've got Mags, which she is in her 40s. I'm not sure, it's just kind of what I get told. I've got another little girl, apparently, that loves to piss Chris off by peeing on the floor, which I've never been a bedwetter, so yeah, that's different. Then I've got Matt. Apparently he's weird, and he's adamant that Chris isn't his type, which is kind of funny. Now Chris calls her M, but I'm not sure what her name is. I think it's Megan. I have no idea. She's another little girl. She is, I think Chris said she was 6. I've got a cat, which I'm the crazy cat lady, so that's kind of self-explanatory, but they've all kind of explained their stories to Chris and a couple of other close people that I trust. yeah, it's really hard living with dissociative disorder for the simple fact that I lose out on half of my life. I'm not there for so much of it. It actually makes me very sad to know that half of my life I don't live, and I haven't lived, and it scares me because it's like, on my wedding day, am I actually going to be there? Is it, actually going to be me? Like, obviously, as everyone says, they are just different sides of me and things, but is it honestly going to be me? Not Clarice, not Nay, not Lucy, not Mags, not Matt, but me, myself. And it's like one of the biggest days of my life I'm going to miss out on. And what happens when I have a child? And am I going to miss out on half of their life as well? It's a horrible thing to live with, and I know quite a few people that actually do live with it as well. And not many people like it, and not many people cope with it, and I don't even know how to cope with it. I guess accept it as it is. All of them have different tastes, and it's just, I really feel sorry for Chris most of all, because he doesn't know who I am half the time, and like, I don't know if he will ever really fully cope with it as like a daily routine, I guess. Like, he knows when it's Nat, he knows when it's Lucy, he knows when it's Clarice, but there's so many of them. I wish they'd disappeared, to be honest, but I guess it's just going to take time. I am back on medication because I think my doctor finally decided that I've grown up enough since my last overdose, which you don't just grow up from, I'm sorry. If you get to a point where you want to kill yourself, let's just not go into that right now, but I am on, I think it's called Epilim, and it's, yeah, they're really fucking with me right now, so my mood is all over the place, my concentration levels are shit, but, yeah, I don't know what else I was gonna say now, yeah, so, just with it, it's like, it affects everything with me. It affects my eating disorder, it affects my depression, my self-harm. There was an incident in Wellington where I'd severely relapsed with my self-harming, and I didn't remember a thing of it because I hadn't even done it. It wasn't me that had self-harmed, but it was me, but so complicated. It was Nay that had done it, and a dear friend that was with me in Wellington with my partner. Helped clean me up and stuff. Things have been getting really bad recently, to the point that Chris isn't living with me at the moment. He's with his mum. because of how badly these new meds are fucking me up. It's got to get better before it gets worse, right? I think that's how it goes. I just... Nothing... It helps me get better anymore. Nothing keeps my mind occupied or distracts me, and it's really sad that, like, in real life, people don't fully understand what's going on yet. You go to my Instagram and it's the honest to God truth of how I'm doing, what's going on and stuff, and yet everyone in real life thinks that I'm doing great and, oh, she's happy, and truth be told, I'm not. I'm miserable. I don't even find joy in the little things, like having Hammy, one of my cats, come and want attention. Painting. I started a project and it's not even halfway finished. I lost enthusiasm towards it. I don't have enthusiasm towards my wedding. I don't have enthusiasm towards the possible trip to the UK to see my grandparents anymore. Like, I just feel like hiding under a rock and disappearing, and it's actually really sad that my life has got that way, but it kind of comes with the territory. I don't live it all, but whenever I'm like around, as people would actually say, I'm not me still. It's like I've completely changed, and whenever I do come out, or, well, as people say, come out, it's like I don't come out of myself. It's, oh, how do you put it? It's like I come out at the worst moments when everything's going wrong and shit's hitting the fan and stuff. So yeah, I don't know,